This lesson is going to teach you how to multiply two binomials together. You're using distributive property to multiply 2x plus 1 times x minus 3. Some of you have learned this by the name FOIL or have heard the word FOIL. But basically, you first take the first term 2x in the first parenthesis and you multiply it by the x and the negative 3 in the second parenthesis. Then you're going to multiply the 1 from the first parenthesis by both the x and the negative 3 in the second parenthesis. Let me demonstrate this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking the 2x term here, and I'm going to multiply 2x by the first term in the second parenthesis. So I'm taking 2x and I'm multiplying it by x. Now I'm taking that same 2x and I'm going to multiply it by the second number, the negative 3. So now I'm going to take 2x times that second term, negative 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and start here with the second term of the first parenthesis. So I'm going to take the 1 and I'm also going to distribute it. 1 times x, so we have down here 1 times x. Then we take the 1 and also distribute to negative 3. So 1 times negative 3. Now let's go ahead and simplify each of these terms here. We got 2x times x, or 2x squared. 2x times negative 3, so minus 6x. We had plus 1x, and we're left with 1 times negative 3, or negative 3. Now, we can see that we have two like terms here in the middle, so we're going to need to combine those. So now we become 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. Now that I've shown you with distributive property, let me show you where the FOIL mnemonic device comes in. If you noticed, we took the first term 2x, we multiplied it by the first term x in the second parenthesis. So that's where the F comes from in FOIL, first. Then we took the 2x here, and we then multiplied it by the minus 3, which is out here. So these are what we call the outside two terms of our two sets of binomials. And that's where this came in, 2x times negative 3. So now we have our 0 of the word FOIL. Then we started in the inside. We took the 1 right here. We multiplied it by x. So that becomes the inside. They're the inner two terms if you were to look at them straight across. And the last thing we did is we took the last term in the first parenthesis times the last term in the last parenthesis, and that's where L comes from. First, outside, inside, last. It's simply a mnemonic device to help students with multiplying binomials. But in reality, you're simply doing the distributive property. Now you try. Take 7x plus 3, multiply it by 5x minus 1. Go ahead and pause the video, give this sample a try, and then when you're finished, turn the video back on to see the results. Okay, let's go through this one. So I'm going to start with the first term, 7x, and multiply it by the first term in the second parenthesis, 5x. So 7x times 5x. Now I'm going to take that same first term of 7x and multiply it by the negative 1. So now I have 7x times negative 1. Now I'm going to go to the inside with the 3. So I'm going to take that 3 and I'm going to multiply it by the 5x in the second term, second parenthesis. Then take that 3, distribute it to the negative 1. And again, using FOIL, this was my first two terms, These were my outside two terms. These were my inside two terms. And the last two terms in each parenthesis. Now we need to simplify. So we have our 35x squared plus negative 7x plus 15x. And 3 times negative 1 is 3. Again, we have like terms in the middle that we need to combine. So your final answer should have been 35x squared plus 8x minus 3.